Hey friends, welcome back. Today we're talking about part 5 in my series, Creating a Career Out of a Hobby. Stick around. Hey friends, welcome back. If you're new here, I'm Jen, single mom, artist, and entrepreneur. And this channel is all about helping other single parents build a life that they love and do it all by themselves. So today is part 5 in my series on how to create a career out of a hobby. And today we're going to talk about tools to help you on your journey. There's a lot of them out there, and some of them are much more helpful and much more important than others. So the first tool I want to talk about is a website called score.org. Score is a really fabulous website that is all about helping people to start a business. So there are tons and tons of workshops and learning opportunities on the website, and you can get partnered with a mentor to actually answer real-time questions and help you along your journey. It's a really, really great organization, and you should definitely check it out, score.org, and I'll link that below. For number 2, it is no secret that every business this day and age must have a digital footprint. If you don't have a digital footprint, building is going to be incredibly difficult. The place to start for most people is simply with a website. Now, you can pay someone to design and build your website. You can. But if you're on a shoestring budget, you can build it yourself. There are a ton of website builders out there that are pretty easy to use. They're pretty intuitive. You can usually figure them out fairly quickly. A couple that come to mind are GoDaddy. GoDaddy has a great website building tool. Wix is another website hosting company that also provides a building tool that's fairly easy to use. WordPress as well, it's not quite as intuitive, so it's a little bit more difficult to get figured out, but it has a ton of different design opportunities, a ton of different templates, way more than anybody else. So if you want to pick a template that you love and have it be virtually plug and play, WordPress is a really good option. It's what I use for my photography website. Now, if you sell products, you are going to need a shopping cart function to your website. The two that come to mind for me are Shopify and Squarespace. Now, Shopify can be used as a plugin on most other platforms. I know for sure that WordPress has a Shopify plugin. Or Squarespace, which is who my jenjugglesit website is through, actually has its own website builder along with their shopping cart tool. So it's all in one bundle. That is a little bit more expensive. A shopping cart in general is going to be a little bit more expensive than a traditional website without shopping cart functionality, but that's just the way that it is. In order to have e-commerce, you are going to spend a little bit more money for a shopping cart. For number 3, email marketing tools. Now, email is a way of life. Almost everything runs through email. So you need an email list, and you need an email marketing platform. There's a whole bunch out there. I love MailChimp.com personally. It's the one that I've been using for years, and it's phenomenal. It also has many different ways to capture leads. So there's a form that can plug straight into your website that captures leads for your email list. There's a add-on for Facebook that can capture emails for your mailing list. You can even set up a QR code that you can take with you so people can scan it with their phone and sign up directly to your email list. I have a QR code that I take with me to vendor markets for my stained glass business. And I put it on the table, and anytime somebody asks about how to get in touch with me, I suggest, well, you can sign up for my mailing list and get periodic updates on my business. They scan that QR code with their phone. A screen pops up for them to input their name and their email address. That's it. Nothing else, nothing crazy. And they're automatically loaded into my MailChimp database for my email mailing list. I don't send out constant email marketing campaigns, but capturing leads is really, really important for any business, but especially a new business trying to get off the ground. An email marketing database is a really fantastic way to capture and keep your leads. Number 4, we definitely know everybody needs a social media presence these days. Without one, you're just kind of a lost ball in high weeds. However, social media can be such a giant time suck. If you have to get onto your social media accounts every single day in order to post, you're going to waste a ton of time, because I don't know about you, if I open Instagram or Facebook to make a post, once I'm done posting, I end up scrolling. And sometimes you can look up and you've wasted 30 minutes that you didn't have to waste or intend to waste because you got caught up in scrolling because you had to open that social media platform. A great way to combat that is to schedule your posts ahead of time. And there are a ton of different social media scheduling programs out there. The few that come to mind off the top of my head are Hootsuite and Buffer. I've used both of those in the past. They work really well. Not all social media schedulers work with every platform, so that's definitely a piece to consider. But if you just Google social media scheduling, a ton of different companies and platforms are going to come up. It's absolutely worth checking them out, comparing pricing, comparing what platforms they use versus what platforms you use. But it's a really, really great time saver because you can sit down on Sunday night, schedule all of your posts for the week, and then just check in periodically when someone comments, and it's going to save you a ton of time. And it's going to eliminate some of that wasted time that would happen from random scrolling because it was time to make your post. Not to mention, I forget to post every day. If I don't schedule it ahead of time, it's not going to happen. The last tool that absolutely every business needs is a way to accept credit and debit cards. We are very much a plastic society, a digital society, and if you cannot accept credit or and debit cards, you are leaving so much money on the table. Now, there are a ton of small credit card processors out there that are available for small businesses. And instead of having to pay a giant monthly fee like a lot of corporate businesses do for credit card processing, you pay a small fee for every swipe plus a percentage. Those amounts are really, really competitive, and they're really insignificant in the grand scheme of things. The truth is, paying credit card processing fees is just the cost of doing business. The 3 main ones that come to mind for me currently right now are PayPal, Square, and Stripe. All 3 of which I have or currently use for my business. They're all great platforms. They're all great options. Definitely read the terms and conditions. Be familiar with the kinds of businesses they allow to use their platforms. Because if you were to sell, say, pornography, PayPal and Square definitely do not allow that on their platform. They don't allow adult services. So you could find your account getting shut down in the middle of absolutely no reason at all. And that is super frustrating when that happens and can cause some difficulties. So definitely read the terms and conditions. Make sure that whatever you are selling, be it a product or a service, that it meets the terms and conditions of the processor that you're using, just so that you don't get into any kind of weird, crazy issues. That's it for today. Thanks for tuning in. As always, be sure to like and subscribe and comment down below, and I will see you next time.